Hey everyone, and welcome back to JMath Tech. My name is Jamil Matheny. In today's video, we're going to talk about Linux commands, and I actually have a book here. It's by O'Reilly. It's called the Linux Pocket Guide, and you can pick this up on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, wherever they sell books. It's actually a really good pocket guide for you to learn, different Linux commands. It's more in depth into what I'm going to show you here today. But today I only have about 10 Linux commands that I want to show you and I actually want to demonstrate to you. So without further delay, let's get right into it. Now, in order to begin with Linux commands, you first need a copy of Linux, obviously like a Linux distro. Here in front of me, I have Ubuntu, which is one of many Linux distros. You can just type in Linux distro in Google and pretty much find which one that you want to get. But you can also check out my video on how to install a Linux distro on a VirtualBox. Well, mostly Ubuntu, but you get the gist of pretty much how about to go about installing the Linux distro. But first, right now I want to show you on how to run the Linux commands, and then we're going to actually do them. So here, real quick, and yeah, there we go. So the first one here we have here is called sudo, and sudo, however you want to pronounce it. And basically, sudo is a program that works in a Unix-based computer, a computer environment that allows security privileges with administrative access to root directories from its default superuser. Yeah, so sudo basically gives you access to, so if you just type in sudo, it basically just gives you directory access as a administrator on Linux. Simply put. The next one, ls. So ls basically is the list, and I can show you right here, is the ls command lists directories and files without displaying much information on file types, modified dates, time, permissions, etc. And Linux users can also type in the ls command to list all of the files underneath that directory. So if you type in ls and then let's say -all, yeah, you basically get everything here that I just typed in with the ls, but you get mostly you get the permissions, you get the time, the date, and all that stuff that the files and the directories have been published. The next one is mv. So that's basically the move file. So you can basically, well, I wouldn't just type in move, but you can basically move a file. Let's do basically we can just take mv pictures and then move it to videos. Like that. Now when we list it, you don't see the videos thing anymore. I mean, you don't see the pictures thing anymore. Oops. So MV basically moves files and directories from one directory to another, or it can move one directory and nest it into another location on the system. So basically that's all we did with the videos, underneath videos regularly. And now you see pictures. So we nested, we took the pictures directory This is actually a directory, like a folder. So when I say directory, I mean folder. On, like, Windows, how you would say folder, but in Linux we call it directories. So you take this directory from the main directory, the root directory, and then you would use the MV pictures, and then you would type in the other directory that you wanted in to nest it in there instead of pictures. Yeah, so that's basically the move file. Now, number 4 is copy. So copy files from when you do in CP, the CP command can copy files, a group of files, and an entire directory from one location to another. So if you go from, let's say, you do CP documents, the downloads. Well, actually, it's not a actual. So there are no documents here. So we'll actually have to create one. I have here is text.txt. So you would type in cp text.txt, and we're gonna copy this file over to docs. Boom, just like that. And so now we go into docs, we just copy that file over. So that's how you use that command. All right, the next one that we have on the list, number 5, is nano. So the nano command is a GNO nano terminal based text editor that is used to create or edit text documents while in the Linux terminal. So basically, this is the Linux terminal that we have in front of us. So we're going to open up nano by doing an A and O, and we're going to hit space and then create a document type. We'll call it, let's see, we'll call it name.text. And basically, you can use this for pretty much anything. You can use it for PHP. You can use it for Bash shell script. Pretty much anything. But we're going to use it as a text document as it is. All right. So now you have the nano document. See, this is a GNU document, just as I said in my description a little bit earlier. So right now we're just going to type in a few words here and there. This is awesome. Subscribe to all right, cool. And then we'll go ahead and exit out of that by pressing Control X and save modify buffers. So we're going to hit Y. All right, and then we can just press enter to name the file, name.txt as we want it. Press enter, and then boom, now we have the actual document, name.txt. So that basically describes what Nano can do in your terminal. So it definitely helps instead of opening up a whole nother program or a text editor or something like that. And also you can actually use the interface and find this same file in that directory. So it definitely helps. Now the next one I have here is the touch command. Touch command is a program in Unix and Linux operating system, which you see in front of you, this is the entire Linux operating system that we're using here. So yeah, basically the touch command is a program used in Linux or Unix operating systems that are used for creating, changing, or modifying timestamps of a single file. So you can, now going back to where we were just at with Nano, you can also use touch. So if we use touch, you can write touch.kingtut. Dot text, and then type in ls. Now you just created another text document without actually having to open up Nano, the Nano document. So you can go in there, use a Nano, and then type whatever you want. And then exit out, it's Y, enter, and it's still there. So now when you go back into Nano, everything's still there. The next one here is called make directory, or mkdir. So the mkdir command for Linux allows users to create directories as well as set permissions. So much like touch, where you can actually create the file, you can actually use the mkdir to create a whole entire directory as well as permissions for the directory. So we're just gonna right here. All right, so what we have here is mkdir. We're just gonna do this in the docs folder. Let's say learning. All right, and so now we have the directory here, learning. All right, so yeah, mkdir or mkdir, however you want to call it. I heard a lot of people call it mkdir or mkdir, mkdir, however you want to call it. This is basically what it does. All right. Number 8 is RM. RM allows you to remove certain files or directories in Linux, pretty much, or all directories or files in Linux, or subdirectories that are also nested in a directory. So like we have here, the documents, and then you have docs. So we're kind of nested in a directory right now. Let's see, we're gonna actually remove this tet here. So yeah, so that should have removed it. So hit clear, ls. Yeah, so that actually removed it. So the tet thing was actually removed. So now we just have our 3 text documents plus the learning directory. All right, so the next one, you've actually probably seen me use this quite a bit during this tutorial here. So actually what we're going to do here is use the cd command to go back to the original the root directory that we're supposed to be in. So we're going to do cd space, you got to do space, dot. All right, space, dot. Now we're in the root directory. So now you see all of the other directories that we were just in. And if you want to go back to the documents or whichever directory that you were just in, you can also use cd and then type in that specific directory. And then now you're back into that. And you use that for dots. And if you're going to go back, it's the same thing, vice versa. All right, and the last one that we have here is ping. So ping, I'm not going to go too in depth here, but ping, you can basically use that for pretty much anything. You can ping pretty much any website that you want to know that it's still active or still working. The only thing about it is that when you have multiple computers doing that, it can slow up a website. So you don't want to overdo it. But I don't know too many people that have hundreds or thousands of computers that can ping a certain website to slow it down with. But yeah, it can do that because of bandwidth. Ping basically just so if you use ping and then type in an IP address or a web server address, you can basically let's do ping at CNN.com. Yeah, so yeah, you basically see the information coming in from that. So but that's basically what ping does. It doesn't harm anything. It's just letting you know, like, okay, hey, this is how many packets it's received, or it's receiving from this website, going to and forth, back and forth from the website, sending and receiving packets, transmitting packets and receiving packets. Has it lost anything? No. It tells you the data from that website or from that IP address. All right. So now there goes 10 beginner level Linux commands right for you from JMath Tech. Once again, my name is Jamil Matheny, and I am glad that you guys have subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't, please do, and I will send you some more videos your way. So with all that said, I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Well, until next time, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching this one. Peace.